Hello and welcome to a video about cocoa futures. We want to talk about them because we have potentially an interesting pullback coming. There's a potential trade setup coming. It's a bit too early to confirm where exactly the pullback zone will be, but we want to talk about it in this video. I recorded the video last week because I am still quite busy doing some other stuff. So I wanted to free up as much time as possible for myself. So recorded a few videos in advance. But that shouldn't matter because we're obviously dealing here with sort of the 4-day, the daily time frame. Want to show you the short-term count as well. But really, this is sort of a long-term outlook. I believe they could be quite interesting for many of you. So the idea is with this chart that obviously we've had quite a large and long uptrend into the highs of 2011, which I see primarily in the yellow count as a wave 1. And the wave 2 to the downside followed afterwards. And we could now be in this third wave rally, which, to be honest, I need to reposition that third wave up there. But if we say, okay, we had our wave 1, moved down into wave 2. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay. Then long term, we're talking here potentially about prices of around, 13,920. Okay. So that is realistic for a third wave. Now, that will be long term. But remember here, between 2000 and 2011, the price did move up from around about $700 all the way up to 3,000, 4,000 nearly. Okay, so and it's possibly just starting in or continuing that uptrend. So we just had a breakout above the 2011 high. So that means we are in an uptrend. Yeah, pullbacks could be seen as opportunities. The white count suggests before that happens that we could see another decline, an impulsive decline in wave C of B. Basically, it doesn't assume that this was a 1 and 2. No, it assumes this is an A wave. Then we had A, B, C in a flat structure, and we could still come down. So that's why it's so important to observe the relevant support levels that I indicated or will indicate to you. And then we can sort of distinguish between the two along the way. So focusing primarily at the moment, I'm watching therefore the yellow wave count, and it might be interesting to take a look at the daily time frame now. So looking at the daily, we are in a situation in which possibly here the B wave finished in October last year. That was very likely as an Elliott wave triangle. So a B wave can be a triangle. My preferred scenario and wave count would be that this was an A wave, this was a B wave, this was a C wave, this was the D wave, or even here, possibly here, and then here the E wave to the downside, an Elliott wave triangle, yeah. Since then we started wave C. This looks very impulsive. So wave C of potentially that larger A wave. And here the question is, okay, are we already finished? My interpretation is we should get a little higher. So if we are, first of all, if we're looking just at the wave count, my preferred wave count would be that this is a wave 1. I will change the wave degree in a minute. This here was a wave 2. We're now about to top possibly in wave 3. Then we should get a 4 and a 5. So what we need to deal with here is to determine the support area for wave 4. Within wave 3, we have potentially 5 waves, complete or nearly complete. So I'm counting here a wave 1, a wave 2. Then this would be a 3 and a 4, mainly a flat structure. A wave, overshooting B wave, C wave, and then here the wave 5 of 3. So I can at this stage not confirm that a top is in place, but it might be topping in that region. It might be topping in that region. So let me just take that. It was, I think, a TradingView alert. So 5 waves up here, in wave 3, then we should get a 4 and a 5. So the main task will be to determine support for wave 4 here. Now, it's often the case that a wave 4 of a larger degree pulls back to a wave 4 of a smaller degree. So it's generally this area, I would say, which is structurally relevant, not necessarily from a Fibonacci point of view, but when we get a pullback in this wave 4, I would certainly pay attention to the area around 3,260 and 3,400 roughly, okay? So this should be structural support. But what about Fibonacci support? So what I would normally use is we take the length of wave 3, and I need to use the Fib levels, but for a wave 4 actually. So it would be there. So this would be the ideal support range for a wave 4. You can see it sort of overlaps with, let me change the background. It sort of overlaps with that structural support area. And it's between 3,290 and 3,720, which means the minimum expectation would be 3,720. 3,475 would actually be ideal. That's the 38.2 retracement, usually really the ideal level for a fourth wave. And then down here, that would already be quite deep from a Fibonacci point of view, but structurally still important. Below that level, however, I would assume that we've probably topped in something different that possibly, well, I would have to assume, yeah, I would have to assume we've already topped. So wave C is already in. And then we have to, so first of all, the question we deal with mainly is, right, do we get another extension higher? And that would be a pullback zone that could be quite interesting to look at, yeah, for a larger swing. If we break below it though, and we do not see any reactions in there, then I would have to assume, yeah, wave A topped. We're already coming down in wave B. Where are you here? Yeah, would be a deeper pullback before then rallying in a wave C, or alternatively this B wave topped. But that's then the next question to solve, okay? For now, it's all about, okay, do we get another extension or not? And if not, and if we break through, then we have to reinterpret the chart anyway. We just didn't get that one more high, but it seems likely, looking at the wave count, Fibonacci extensions and so on, seems likely to get it. If I go back to the 4-day chart, just sort of to look at ideal Fibonacci extensions here for this move up. So what we can do is also take the length of that A wave. Then we go to the low of that B wave, the end of the triangle, to calculate the next ideal targets. And well, we've reached here a key Fib extension level, yeah, the 1.236. Oftentimes, when a C wave, so A, B, C, when a C wave breaks above the 100% extension level, because that's also an ideal target, then it often rallies to the 1.618. So I'm not saying we get there in a straight line, that would be at $5,000, but we could get that wave 4, and then the wave 5 might get there eventually. Yeah. So yeah, that's my update about Cocoa Futures CC. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, there are intraday updates as well as daily video updates, as well as regular updates about stocks. Then check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You can find the link in the description. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.